everybody, today I'm going to show you guys these persimmon trees that I had planted back in April. I think it was about April 15th, April 20th, something like that. Yeah, let me check. Yep, around April 20th I planted these. These are the Eureka. The Eureka persimmons came on April 20th, and the Fuyus that are over here, these Fuyus came on the 16th. So these came bare root. That means that they had no soil, they're wrapped up, and they had some pretty nice roots, but they were kind of, you know, thick and bent a little bit to the side. They kind of went in every direction, and I pruned them a little bit, not too much, and then I planted them in these grow bags, and I used a really good potting soil, and you can see they're taking off really nice. This is the Eureka, which is an astringent persimmon. That means you have to wait till it's very ripe and soft in order to eat it and enjoy it. And this one is a Fuyu, which is non-astringent, and you can eat it right away when it's, you know, fully developed on the tree and it has a nice color. So that's Fuyu. And then that is another Eureka right there. Same thing, using grow bags. And the reason for the grow bags is the grow bags seem to me, anyway, to be very effective to keep them from getting way too wet. They breathe better, and it seems to be a good choice. I'm using it on a lot of the fruit trees. Now this one's a Fuyu also, and I'll try to focus in on the buds. But this one has not leafed out. It's just beginning to leaf out, and there's a good chance the camera is not going to pick up when I zoom in. I'll try and see if it does. If it doesn't, I'll move on. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, you can't really see these because for some reason the settings on this phone aren't working, but it's coming back to life, and it has taken its time, but finally it's coming back to life. And then you get another view of them here like this. So I'm real happy that all of the trees that I ordered, bare root, have leafed out, and one is on the way with the leafing. Now this one here, I'll show you, this is called Suruga, and this one came actually in a 2-gallon pot, and it already had roots. So it came in soil, but I'm thinking this one's about 3 weeks. So today's July 3rd, so somewhere in the neighborhood of mid-June, and it's doing beautiful. Now Suruga is an excellent persimmon tree that is reportedly doing well in Florida, in South Florida. A friend of mine told me that his Suruga produced some very nice fruit, and he doesn't have a lot of chill. I do have one called South Florida, and I'll walk you over to that one. That one has been really bad. I mean, it had a reputation of being an amazing persimmon. Some people said it was the same as Triumph, but it's not the same as Triumph. Absolutely not. I do have a video on Triumph Persimmon, which is the one that I think is amazing from past experience. Had the tree for a couple of years, had it growing in a 20-gallon pot, and I ended up selling it to someone who just said, oh, come on, please, let me have it. And I'm regretting that I had sold it because now I'm looking for one. But anyway, I know where to get one, and I will eventually get one of those. Let me walk you over to the South Florida Persimmon. So I had to prune it back because it was it had a weeping, it was weeping so bad. It was just huge and weeping everywhere, and it wasn't doing well. And then it was leaning over real bad in the pot, and you can see this is a sucker. This sucker is going to be Virginiana because these are grafted, just like the other ones. This is grafted onto a American persimmon, so that's D. Virginiana. But here you can see the graft, and then from here up, this is South Florida Persimmon, and you can see it's coming back really nice. And we hope that this year it gets some chill, and we can get some fruit. So there you go. That is the South Florida Persimmon. Supposedly it's the same as Triumph, but I do not believe it is. From my experience, it's completely different. Triumph is, in my opinion, so much better. Both of these are astringent, so you have to wait till the fruit is real ripe in order to enjoy it. Let me walk back over one more time. So what I have to summarize is I have the Suruga. Suruga is supposed to be a very nice tree for South Florida, producing with very little chill, somewhere around 150 to 200 hours is what I've been told, which is not easy to get, but nevertheless they say it fruits. And then so I have Eureka, which is a Texas type of persimmon, which takes a lot of heat but still produces fruit. And then once again, the two Fuyus, the one that's fully leafed out and the one that's just beginning to leaf out now. And then in this little pot right here is actually, that came from a sucker from that South Florida Persimmon. And I let it grow and I let it grow, and eventually I cut out the roots completely. I got a nice chunk of root and I planted it in a pot. And it took forever to get to this point. But it's nice because now I have a D. virginiana, which I can begin to eventually graft onto. And then this is a little sucker also right here. That's a little D. virginiana sucker from that South Florida Persimmon tree right there. And then I have I have seeds or seedlings coming up of the D. virginiana over here. You can see them in the tray. So this tray here has, I believe there's 38. They're all just beginning to pop up now. There they are. And they're in there. I don't know if you can see them, but there's quite a few of them actually germinating. And these are the D. virginiana, or the American persimmon. So these will be grown out, and then I will have seedlings to graft. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. Got a little bit of information. And we'll see you guys again next time. Have a great evening.